They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. They feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of Express Yourself with XPress. I am your humble host, as always, XPress. Thank you for tuning in. But you know how I start this thing off with an expression of the episode. And the expression of this episode I want to use is purpose. Make sure everything that you're doing, even praying up, has a purpose. It also helps you define what is your purpose in life. A lot of people, they come into these things not even realizing what their gift is, and then they actually like miss the ball. Some of the players from Colorado right now. But we just gonna leave that alone. But yes, purpose. Make sure you're tenfold down in your purpose, so then you can get full fulfillment out of everything. But that brings me in with my amazing guest for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I have not one, but two platforms, because they just kicked off a podcast as well. From Straight Out the Trunk podcast. Well, that's Straight Podding, right?
Straight Podding was Monday. Then
Yep.
Straight Out the Trunk Radio.
Straight Out the
is
Trunk
overall
Radio
platform.
Straight Out the Trunk Radio, known other than Mr. BankHead.
What it do? What it do?
Nah.
You know what it do? What it do? BankHead the name, Straight Out the Trunk Radio. What it do? Make sure you follow us. SODTR_. Make sure you follow the podcast page. Straight Podding. STR8. You know, Podding. PODN. Yeah, we podding every Monday, 8 to 10.
That's right. And I have the
was
pleasure of being on, man. And I can't say, like, your team is amazing. Before we get into your story, could you tell me how the team even came together? Because I dig it.
I would say, first off, Red Eye, my I'll say the not sound guy, but more the production manager of the show. Who did all the camera work. He came on during COVID, I believe, during COVID, and I was looking for like more of a videographer or a photographer, and he answered the ad, and I haven't come through, and he hasn't left since. You feel me? He hasn't left, and so then Sneaks and Ellie, BTW Entertainment. I just met them through networking out in the streets, you know, like we see them out in events, see what they was doing. Then, yeah, you know, one event, you just connect with somebody. Then after
1,000%.
that, then y'all just, you tied in after every event. Then you just start building. We did multiple events together, you know, Still the Stage, where we had different artists come together, where I had my team versus they team. I had, you know, Straight Out the Trunk Radio one, of course, right, you feel me? Right. You know, Still the Stage, but we had different showcases, and I needed more help, you know, and I felt like there was a great addition for a podcast that I wanted to do. Or first is just my interviews with Straight Out the Trunk Radio. I wanted to hop into the podding game, you know, adjust to this time of what's going on with the content. So
keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, basically. And I felt like they would be a perfect fit for how we already work together out in the field. What they do, what I do, and it'll be easy, you know.
No, you guys definitely came together perfectly. I can't say thank you guys enough for having me. It's brilliant what you guys have going on. The versatility that each person brings to the table. Hands down, like, you guys aren't just talking about music, even though it's heavily influencing on the music aspect. You guys are also talking about, you know, a lot of gyms. You guys are also talking about sports, you know, and that was the one thing that I picked up, whether you're into music, sports, pop culture, or even just great information to help you along the way with whatever you're doing. You guys' platform definitely showcase that.
I appreciate that.
No, definitely.
We are on episode 17 with you. The next week it's at 18, so we still learning the format of the show or letting the show flow, but also trying to learn our roles and like what people like, basically, you know, what our consumers like. So yeah, episode we going in there, you know, like,
and they definitely funny. Yeah, cracking jokes on each other is really like family oriented.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's comfortable. Y'all had somebody before me kick off their shoes and they was overly
Oh
relaxed.
yeah. Shout out Sunlit. You feel me? So Sunlit Media.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start it off with where you're originally from and some of your family upbringing.
Originally from San Fernando Valley, 818, Pacoima, Lakeview Terrace, Sylmar. Grew up on the east side of the valley, went to middle school and high school on the west side of the valley, Lawrence Middle School, Chatsworth High School. You feel me? So I'm a valley kid, 818. I rep it every day. You see her on the hat, SFV, Valley side, you know. So upbringing, my mom's side of the family, military, army based, you know, military brat. Dad's side, streets in a way, not like streets, but you know, street rules, street ways. You know, get more ghetto, more you know,
more street smarts.
Yeah, more street smarts versus my mom's side where they're more, you know, militant and you know, on time structure and things like that. You know,
and,
yeah, make up your bed. You know,
being very punctual.
all
like,
that. You
all
know,
that
so I got both a mix, both sides of the world.
Okay.
Of a different. I got the balance.
Okay, so within the balance, who would you say inspired your music and who would you say inspired your love for, I guess, a radio personality?
For music, I'm gonna say my dad because he did music. He put me on Temptations. When we be driving, he always played the old school oldies. So I'm an old school nigga. So like if you hear my car, I'll be playing. I'll play my. Motown, you feel me? I'll play basically a Motown playlist, 80s, 70s playlist, or might play some gospel music in a way, you know. But also I play hip hop and all that too. But just to ease my mind from all the stuff that I'm always every day is hip hop, R&B, whatever it is, getting fed with it, getting pushed to it. So when I want to relax and ease my mind and to think, I play those type of music.
You play the original music and not the sample.
Yeah, I play the originals. Yeah, you know, then. I'll say for radio, I would say my mom because from driving from Pacoima to Chatsworth every day from middle school to high school, that's 7 years basically. You feel me? So, but we was on driving in the car, so we was listening to Big Boy.
Yep.
We was on Power 106 every morning. So, and I was like, man, I want to do that. You know, you talking about music, you talking about food, you talking about sports, talking about what's going on in the world. You know, you talking about helping yourself, bettering yourself. And I was like, I want to do that. And that sounds fun. I want to be able to do that. So yeah, Big Boy inspired me to be one doing the radio.
Absolutely.
Or just be a personality basically.
So did you take the course of going to school and everything for this? Or did you just basically hit the ground running and hustle?
I went to junior college for a couple of years, and as life started hitting a nigga, and I was like, I gotta get this money. You know, education is not about. I'm gonna be paying more money if I'm going for education right now. That's in my mind. So I was like, I gotta get a job. So I got a job out of after 3 years of junior college. Didn't graduate yet. Don't judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that into existence. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I haven't graduated yet. That I still want to go back to school. That's a plan. You know, but some life things happen, and I was like, man, I want to get this radio thing started. So I started a YouTube show called Real 818 Spit, where I talked about all Valley artists, you know, and we showcased Valley talent, you know, just Valley from music, artists, poetry to dance, you know, and probably a little more, even like the Northridge Mall, if you ever been to Northridge Mall.
Definitely have. They have a Cinnabon, so I always say it's not a real mall if it don't have a Cinnabon in it.
Yeah, so that that's funny.
I'm for real. I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah, that's funny. But I had to go. I wanted to start after I did that. I was like, I started helping the homies do music. Then after that, I was like, I don't rap. How can I help the homies get their music out there more versus me rapping or helping them manage them? And I was like, I need to start my radio shit, you know? So shout out my moms. My mom's is a big help in my career as well. You know, that's she's she's an anchor in my motherfucking career, you know, so I can go as far as I need, and sometimes she can anchor me if I need to have an anchor, you know, and I'm blessed to have that and humble to have that because a lot of people might not have that or have that option, you know, so she helped me. She's like, you want to do this radio shit? All right, you feel me? She gave me some links and like, yo, here's some schools, what you gotta do, and we found this mentor broadcasting program, and where they link you up with a radio personality at a big radio station, or it don't have to be a personality, or it don't have to be a jock. It could be an assistant, it could be an executive or something, and you basically mentor them, and the first person didn't work out because her schedule was too busy. Then, thank God, they linked me up with Kevin Nash from KJLH. You feel me? So KJLH, Kevin Nash linked up with him. The first time I went to the KJLH, it was in his domain. You know, he's there every night, 8 to 12. So
it's a different aura.
Different aura.
For sure.
Where my water? I don't know.
We got water in the glass.
I can do that.
We got you taken care of, brother. Yeah, that's for sure. It's like the
Kevin, yeah.
the Bruce Leroy glow or
Oh,
something.
the room was all. It was his room was dark. The only thing that was glowing was like the little night light lamp on his desk and the on air sign. You feel me? You just see that. That's the only thing that's on in the room. I'm like, what am I walking into?
A vampire's domain, pretty
You
much.
feel me? I was like, am I ready for the initiation?
He's basically Eddie Murphy and his vampire in
Oh,
Brooklyn.
bro, I was like, oh, this is it. So he was like, give me a spill, and I told him my spill. I'm like, it's like, what's your goals and your overall vision? And I'm like, what am I doing now? What you basically seeing what I'm doing now, that's
Absolutely.
the overall vision and goal of what I told him, So just from thinking about that now is like, proud of your back, boy, good shit,
You defined and understood your purpose at a early stage.
Yeah. And I remember, but I'll go into that later. But so we linked up at the station, and he told me he started an online radio station called Accelerated Radio. And once he told me that, I was like, oh, I'm in. What I gotta do? I want to do that. He was like, we're located in El Segundo right now, and I have a little team of engineers, and I'm a link you up with some of the engineers on some weekdays so you can get some hours, and so then after a while you be able to run not my own show, but run the board for other people's shows. So I probably for like I'm gonna say 2 years, 3 years, I took my ass from San Fernando Valley from the 405 and took my ass to, off the 105 off of El Segundo by the freeway over there. You feel me? And learn how to engineer, Then I start engineering shows on Saturday by myself, weekdays by myself. Then we moved to South Central. And I'm basically part of this. I'm basically part of the shit now. You feel me? I'm basically in there. You
in there like
I'm in there, but my only focus was engineering at that time. I was like, then I got blessed to get put on a show called The Takeover. With some other hosts that was there. Shout out A Plus. Ed, Teresa Marie, and my man Mo. My Mo was like one of the program directors at Accelerated at the time,
Okay.
So he really mentored me. Ed, A Plus, they all mentored me, to be honest, because they was there before me, and they even mentored me how to even like be on the mic, So yeah, we had shows there called The Takeover, and we did like weekly top 10 countdowns of different like not genres, but we might be like BankHead's top 10 of hype music or like workout music, So we had
it can be different takes from different genres, but it's just a top 10 in
top 10 of it, Then we'll do everybody have their own week, or we'll mix weeks, and we'll just have our own two, and we have two, So
okay.
Yeah, so I practiced off of that every Wednesday, and then we moved from El Segundo, we moved to South Central into like a little back room for a couple of months. Then Kev Nash, he said, we stepping up, we bossing up. He got his space in Inglewood, and we was there for like off of La Brea. We was there for like 10 plus. Yeah, we was off of that 10 plus years, and that's where I would say Strap Trunk Radio was born there. It was born on the La Brea spot, because he's like, yo, we're expanding. It's gonna be more opportunity for new shows. He's like, BankHead, you've been here putting in that work. I'm gonna bless you with an hour of show. And I said, hell yeah. And I was
Take
like,
that opportunity.
I took that opportunity. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is the opportunity where I could play nothing but Valley artists, or what, I could get what I wanted to do.
You can basically bring the Valley out here to LA, because a lot of people, if you don't travel, you won't even realize how much good music is out in the Valley.
Oh, you don't even, exactly, bro. I was like, yo, it's time to build that bridge, Like I was even still building the bridge when I was doing the 3 years of like the takeover and the engineering and stuff, still playing their music, because I have to engineer shows, and they're like, play some music. For sure.
Now, with that being said, was there ever pushback or issues when it came to you pushing more of the 818 instead of the area codes in the area that you was working in?
No, never.
Okay.
Never. Nobody said stop playing this or play more of this music. Never. Because when it was our shows, we could play whatever we want. There wasn't a program director or anything to be like, yo, we need more of this type of music. It was your show. So, people like, we was the engineers of the station, so we got blessed with the shows for the station. Like other shows, was like pay to play, pay to host, pay to be your show, So it was but also like when we wasn't on air, Kev Nash, he played all types of music. He had DJs to come up with mixes for all types of genres, or different types of things, like a real radio station, you know. So you're gonna hear hip hop, you're gonna hear the old school, you're gonna hear the gospels on Sundays. So he had ARP all Sunday, it was all gospel, you know. So, but yeah. But once I got that happen, dog, it was lit. Once I got that show, it's like I took off. You feel me? I was like, for the first couple of episodes, I was like, I'm just gonna play music, talk a little, introduce the show, and just talk a little, and just play music and play music. Then I was like, I gotta start getting some guests in here, you know. Then
Absolute.
I was like, I need to get guests. So I was like hitting some people up that I knew, you know. Then that started happening. Once that started happening, I was like, man, I need to get my face out there more, you know. So I was like, how do I do that, you know? Start studying Instagram, people on Instagram, what they doing, you know. I'm like, how they at that event? How they do this, you know? And I'll hit somebody up, I'm like, yo, how you there? You be like, I'll send you the link next time or an invite or whatever. Then once I do that, I'll be at all these events. Shout out Echo, Echo Haddix, you know, I believe that's her name, you know, Echo Sound. So her PR firm did a lot of events. They still do events, but earlier in my career, they did a lot of events, dog. I mean, a lot. So when I go to events and I don't know anybody, I'll take pictures. I'll say what's up to certain people, but I'll wait for all the photographers to go back and post their pictures, people's pictures, or I go to people's stories and see the tags of whoever everybody is, you know, and start seeing.
And then finding your way through that.
Connecting the dots.
I do the same thing.
Connecting the dots. Like, oh, you know this person. Oh, I know that nigga too. Let me go talk to him and see how this could work out.
It's
you
a
know?
small
It's a
world.
small. Yeah, we was talking about that on Monday. It's a small world, you know, in this industry. So I was like, start doing that. Then just start building the name. Then really just being out there, being out in the field, dog. Just showing face, being at event after event.
That's what I want to get to. Like, talk to the people about how important it is to touch grass, so to speak, and get out there and build your brand with your face.
Oh, I better say, you better not have no ankle socks on when you're out in these streets. You better be out here in this field, you feel me? You gotta be in this field with these high socks on.
The higher the socks, the downer the food.
No, real shit. Nah, me and the homie Vonnie Ocho had a saying like that. I was like, nigga, are you acting soft? Like, nigga, you wearing ankle socks right now, nigga. You ain't out here in this field. You real comfortable. When you wear ankle socks, you too comfortable. You feel me? So when I say, oh, you wearing ankle socks right now, B, you too comfortable in life. You need to get out here in these fields, these streets, and get to work, you know? And shout out to Mexicans that got them high socks too. You feel me? I used to wear them too. So no disrespect to nobody, you know. But yeah, when you ain't wearing ankle socks, I feel like you're too comfortable in life, you know. Like,
and I agree.
But when you see rich people, they have ankle socks or no socks. You feel me? So you understand?
They work for that.
Yeah, they work for that. They used to have high socks, you know.
And so because that's one thing that I strongly believe in, even coming into everything, you know. Corey, she was like, you know what, you got to just get out there. And now I'm getting out there by myself.
Got to.
And usually now what it is like, it's more people that you know because you do that so often. And it's just more respect that you gain from the people because you're not a person just from the distance. You are who you are on the screen 10 times more in person. So like I tell everybody, get out there, touch some grass, high socks until you're comfortable enough. And don't get out there too comfortable either. Like really speak to people, open your mouth, closed mouths don't get fed, introduce yourself. Half the time, people are just as much as a fan of you as you are them.
Facts.
So, don't ever feel too little because you're all at the same spot for the same reason.
Oh, man, I totally agree. 100%. You have to be out there. You have to be out there networking. I remember, I haven't been recently, probably 2025, I haven't been out at events how I usually because it's different. You know, what I'm working on in a way is different, you know, different focuses now. And but when I do go out, people are like, man, I see you everywhere. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, no, you don't, nigga. No, you don't. But it might be something just to say for small talk or something. But in my mind, I also think that's just a testament of me was being out for every time, you know, everywhere.
That
and
it just comes
with it. It just comes with it. So they be like, oh, he's out everywhere. But not 2025, you feel me? I'm focused on different levels of right now, trying to level up, and you know, going out every time sometimes seems like it's a repetitive thing, you know. But I have to make it work though, you know. You have to make it work. But sometimes I feel like it's a hamster wheel where you go out and go to the same events and see the same people, you know. So sometimes I feel like I want to be missed, or I want to not even like know what's going on, so I'll see it from afar or something like that. So yeah,
Not to be cliches, but it does go with the saying that I've been saying for a long time. You can't be missed if you're never missing. So sometimes it's best to just kind of like the best presence is, your presence from a distance. And then, like if it's something else that needs to be, then you'll find your way to be in some things, but you don't have to be at every single thing as well.
no,
That's what I'm also learning.
facts. Last you talked about going to places by yourself. Go to places by yourself, and you'll get into more doors, and you'll shake more hands, and you'll be more welcoming versus having you and like 3 of your homies with you, because they all 3 of the homies might not have the same mindset and goals of what you're trying to accomplish, So, but if you go in there by yourself, like Press said, they're gonna respect you more. They're gonna see you as you. They're not gonna see everybody around you. They're gonna see you, and they're gonna be able to hear you. And just go out there and be yourself, and don't be scared to go out there by yourself. Sometimes go to the movie by yourself, go eat by yourself.
Man, I am infamous for all the things he just said. I even will order a table for 2, and they'll be like, oh, table for 2. Then like 20 minutes go by, it's like, oh, is your guest coming by? And I'll put my feet up like, yep, I am the guest. I just wanted to enjoy my own company. I'll go to the movies by myself. I enjoy my own company because like I am fully in purpose. And if something comes along that purpose, cool. But for the most part, I'm devoted to, not only express yourself, but socially acceptable and building my brand and making network studios big, making proud sponsors big and everything, and just really fully in purpose.
Hey, talk about your sponsor. Shout out Shoe Plugs again.
Yes,
hey, I put on them
yes.
socks Tuesday morning. They was comfortable.
And they gonna be comfortable even after wash,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, they was comfortable. I was like, yeah, I like these.
And then King Vision, I have to, definitely rock one for the show as well. I got a photo shoot coming up for actually both brands, just to show my support more and just show my more brand ambassadorness. I tell them I'm a walking billboard, so we just gonna, just build it up that way. And they already established, but as far as I go, I want to take it. So, Pug's going around the world, and King Vision is always in vision.
Get it.
Now, speaking of vision, I'm gonna put some things on the screen. I have an amazing segment called Blast from the Past. Ooh. These are some individuals that you've come across within your journey.
Oh,
let me know what it means to you and what you felt in this moment. And now another, brother right here, Mr. Casey Veggie. But yes, I do some digging. So yeah, bro,
crazy.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, that's Casey Veggies. We had what was this? We just did an interview with Casey Veggies at his studio. Nate Passion was my first co-host. She was out here in these streets working. She was a singer. She was a influencer. She was a host. Yeah, I said that again. But yeah, she was a host. She did music. I found her off of another show I engineered before my show. They kicked her off, and I was like, "Oh, she's great." And we from the same. She from Pacoima. She's right from around the corner.
It was a no-brainer.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer. I'm like, "Oh, everybody I know from the same city." Then Monty, he another co-host. We went to high school together.
Okay,
you feel me? Yep. He was our kick returner and our wide receiver. You feel me? And me and him. After Nate Passion said she was going to fucking South by Southwest with some people. Me and Monty said, "Oh, you ain't about to leave us out here." You feel me? So we gathered up what we got, and you feel me? And we drove 23 hours to South by to do some networking and what you do in South by. You feel me? Some hip hop shit. So yeah, me and Monty, we traveled, and But this is after an interview we did with Casey's in Hollywood.
Well, the drive wasn't too far when you're in Purpose.
That's 23 hours straight. But we did 4-hour shifts each drive. But yeah, we stopped on all that. But
all right.
That's fire.
So the next one, you have the luxury of having Dijon.
My nigga Dijon Paul. I was when I first met Dijon Paul, I met him off of social media. Like because I'm like I want to start. I was like I was in the space of like I want to get more entrepreneurs on here. I want. And when I seen him do his magazine, you feel me, at the LA Mag, I was like, oh shit. And he had all the artists I already interviewed on the mag. And I'm like, oh shit, you feel me? This is a new platform. I was like, let
Yep.
me motherfucking get. I want to be the first nigga to interview him for about his new platform and the new
Yep.
mag and shit. You feel me? So when that happened, he pulled up in Inglewood on La Brea, and we chopped it up. And ever since, we just had a cool ass relationship. You feel me? Then
Definitely.
he took off with the LA Rap Report card and all that. You know, then just been proud of the nigga ever since of what he been doing. You know, just keeping niggas on their toes out here with this music shit and keeping himself authentic about it. You know,
1,000%.
so and he's not backing down to no smoke and can keep doing that nigga, keep doing his shit though. You feel me? Because I'm telling you, I was like, I want to be the first nigga to interview him. Then he started doing his magazines and all that. Then he did the No Jumper. I was like, you just started to climb. I'm like, that's what's up.
Yeah, I just was with Corey. They both hosted August Fest.
Oh yeah,
So I was on stage and everything, and I got to see like he's really like very poised, like behind the scenes and stuff. He was just like, okay, what's the time frame from this? All right, so within this 30 seconds or whatever from the minute, I'm going to go ahead and speed things up so we can get him in sequence so where there's no break in the music. He was on it.
Oh,
On it, and just again keeping people on their P's and Q's, because it's like if you're gonna get on this stage and represent LA, do it the right way.
No, yeah, he represent LA the right way. He represent LA everywhere he goes. So, shout out to Jean Paul. That shit lit.
Absolutely, I'm gonna get him in the seat.
Oh, this is dope.
Oh, I got plenty, brother. I do some some digging on the
this
show.
Is dope. This is my first. This is my first TDE.
Yep.
Christmas. What do they do? The give back or the toy drive.
The toy drive.
Toy drive, and I pulled up in the Nickerson Gardens. And I was nervous because I was like, dang, I'm wearing blue. Damn, I'm wearing an 8 hat. Damn, I'm like, what is it?
Yeah, what is this
definitely got looks. Don't get me wrong, I definitely got looks. But you know what saved me? My glasses and my camera and my pass. That's what saved me. But you feel me? That's what saved me. That's what I feel like. And just my cool demeanor also. You feel me? But this is, everybody know this TD. This is, you feel me, man, top, owner Top Dog Entertainment, And,
that's right.
And he said, I was like, yo, Talk, I get a pic? He said, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you feel me? So, but it's dope to have. That's a dope memory to have,
Absolutely.
And to see what from this, to see how they progressed with the toy drive. And this is the year I seen Rihanna.
Yeah.
She walked right past me. I was like, oh my.
That's funny.
God.
My niece was there. So my niece got taken out of school just so she can be there to meet Rihanna, because her grandmother was one of the project orchestrators of this.
Oh, man. Yeah, I met Rihanna. And she said, walk right past. I said, she looked at me.
Hey, that's
she
all
looked
you need,
That's all I needed.
That's all you
I
need.
didn't need a touch. Now I'm like, you good later.
And big shout out to him winning Executive of the Year. I think it's long overdue.
Yes. He just did that Billboard Award. So
he's like, I should win it every year. And it's like, yeah, you got a strong point.
For the last couple of years, yes,
strong
sir.
Point.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the homies. That's lit. Y'all remember that day?
Yep. And then we got some more. Now, what was it like meeting your icon? Pretty much the voice that you grew up on.
Everything, man. He's so cool. He's just like how he is on air, And he's a welcoming spirit. He's not show off type. He's not standoffish. If you come up to him, he gonna greet you. But he's still a nigga, so he's still gonna have his still have his presence. Like, what's up?
Like, back foot,
yeah, exactly. He still have that back foot back just in case of anything, But every time I seen him out and about and say what's up to him, like he don't know me personally yet, but every time I introduce myself 100 times to he's like, what up, BankHead Strap Truck Radio? So, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep doing that to her. He said, what up, BankHead Strap Truck Radio?
He knows.
So, this was at Marathon's. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, this was at Marathon's. What he do? He opened his store that day. He opened his store that day on Crenshaw. So, and he was there hosting, and yeah, that was lit. Long day, but it was fun. It was hot, but yeah, shout out Big Boy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's a different feeling though, being able to be in that space with him.
Oh, no, that space is fire, It's just you'll talk to him, but sometimes you're like, man, do he ever remember what you say or anything like that? But also it's just he get introduced to so many people every day, like So
Now you have an interesting thing going. And you always usually ask because you ask me as well. But I need to ask you, what's on your playlist?
what's on my playlist is
Yeah.
that Kalen for real, you feel me, California player.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm listening to Daisy Lynn, that LA baby right
That's
now.
right. That's
She
hot.
going hard.
Hot.
I'm listening to also this Houston artist named Aaron Page. He a singer. He has a song right now that's going viral called Lord Knows. He got a project called Lord Knows, and he a dope R&B singer. And this I'm gonna say this another artist named Cocky K. I think he's from New York, and he's more of like a pain melodic singer, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And yeah, that's what's on my playlist right now. But really, it's that Kalen for real, you know. Nympho and Houston. Those are my two songs that I'm going to right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm that Daisy Lynn right now.
Yeah, Daisy Lynn, yeah,
Big
she
shout out. I'm
fire.
gonna get her in this seat too. Like the whole squad, day one and everybody. They show major love, and I definitely give love back and everything. And they got some dope stuff on the way. The whole camp, I was able to see them perform and everything. So it was just I like the versatility that each person comes with, and I like the stage and presence that they actually have. Like usually you have to have other people on stage hyping you up. They was going out there one by one, hyping people up to where one had somebody dancing and pop locking on stage while he was performing and everything. So it was just
August
like
Fest.
just make sure that I guess when you are performing that you really give a show. Like we had the discussion on your show and stuff, like show more enthusiasm, like actually perform, know your lyrics, don't just be out of breath, work out, god damn it, like
Oh
it'd be
yeah,
a lot of
go run on a treadmill and rap your verse.
I be seeing motherfuckers out of breath, not even a quarter into the first verse. So I'm just like, dang, four bars in, and you just already like letting the crowd. And I get it, making the crowd more about it, but then also like we come to see you perform, so just perform it, and make us more believer that you are equipped to saying what you're doing. But it's as far as the music game and how people can really like get in contact or even submit their videos to you, what are some of the videos that you're actually looking for when you're looking at these people's submissions? Because you're getting a lot of submissions and stuff like that. So like how do you base upon what you're gonna play on the show based on all that's coming in?
I could easily say since last week, what I'm not going to be playing no more. And so do not submit me this. No more mic drop videos, drop mic videos, whatever we want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I played like 2 or 3 last week. And I didn't even realize it. I was like, these are goddamn mic drop videos. I'm like, this is boring, this ain't no creativity. And I'm like, so don't send us no more mic drop videos. Like, that's great content now, but give us a video, So that's what I'm gonna be playing, actual music videos. I want to see more concepts. I want to see more storylines. I don't want. I'm tired of seeing just ass shaking and 100 niggas in a room or in an Airbnb or a nigga. So be more creative. So dress up. Be a character or something like that. Use all your homies as
Have multiple locations.
multiple locations is key. Is very key for a great video as well. So. That's what I'm looking for. Just creativity, to use your imagination. I want to see imaginative videos or something like that. Something just creative, other than what we've been seeing. No more mic drops. No more drop mics, whatever you want to call them.
That was cool, like before the summer.
Yeah, they cool for content, but they can't be your
can't be your main
official
like,
video for your single.
Nah, that can't be your the main content that you want to push for your music, like you're saying.
Yeah, like because I'm asking for music videos and you sending me your drop mic drop, and it's like you're more displaying the song versus a video of the song, like, and I'm like, if this is what you want to say, this is your music video, then I'm like, good luck with your career because
it ain't gonna last that long.
It's not, so nah, yeah, I want to see more creativeness. So
I say your career will float as long as a paper boat.
Oh, facts.
Not long at all.
That's true. That's true too.
So, with that being said, what can we expect from the team, you and the team and stuff coming up within the next couple months and everything? I know you got some dope individuals coming to sit on that couch. One of the individuals I've actually had the luxury of having sit right in the same seat that you're sitting in. Don't want to give too much away if that cannot be given away. But what can we look forward to?
More guests on the show, more content, being out more out of these events now though. But I'm really more focused on the space that we're in right now. You know, just focusing on, I'll say it. I ain't tripping about saying it, you know, but we acquired another space. Not the space that we're in, we acquired the other side of it. So we're opening that space up to have sets and production sets for like music videos or photo shoots. Or then we're going to have a stage in there. So we're going to be doing open mics there, you know, so you'll be able to pull up on Crenshaw whenever you need to. Book us, all that info and all that details coming soon, you know. But that's what I'm really focused on right now. I want to try and get that done by before the end of October. So during, like, you know, Christmas time, New Year's time, really start pushing it and do like a grand opening. So, you know, everybody knows what this space is here and all 100%. That. So, you know,
I definitely will be there to support.
Yeah, have a show. So that's what my main focus is right now, and just focus on the pod. Like yesterday, I just interviewed Daisy Lynn. You know, feel me?
I definitely seen that.
Yeah, just interviewed her yesterday. Then that was my first like one-on-one sit-down interview, like how we're doing right now, with somebody for like a couple of months. You know, because I was focused on the pod. You know, and then getting that space because. News happened, like, oh, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna pack up and leave, or are you gonna acquire the other spot? I'm like, I'm not moving, you know. I'm like, I'm not moving. Let me just buckle down and see where it goes, you know, because you only live once. But it's also like it's not a loss. It'll just be a lesson if it fails. But I'm not even thinking about failing, you know.
Because you're in your purpose, and it'll be defined because the opportunities that you're creating, not just for yourself and your team, but for other people. You guys heard he's making a space for you to come and create content, come and, you know, make videos, come and like perform. Like, he's giving you guys opportunity. So take him up on the offer. There's not a lot of places where they're giving you the opportunity to really showcase your talent. So yeah, definitely for the grand opening, we will definitely be there, full support. I'll have some more, you know, gifts from our proud sponsors to give out, you know. And yeah, let them know exactly where to find you, your platform handles and everything, so they know when to tune in, where to tune in, how to tune in.
Follow the whole platform, Straight Out the Trunk Radio at SODTR_. You can follow me personally, BankHead _ the name. But if you want to follow and subscribe to the channel, Straight Out the Trunk TV on YouTube. Straight Out the Trunk TV on YouTube. We live every Monday night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's straight podding. Follow the clip page. You'll see all the clips from the interview page right there. Straight podding. STR8 PODN. Straight podding. We just podding. That's all we doing. Straight.
That's right. And you already know who I am. I want to say thank you again to my proud sponsors, King Vision, Shoe Pugs. Got some more coming along this way. But you already know who I am. It's your boy XPress, and like that, we're gone.
They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly.